Honorius was just 10 years old when he was crowned the first emperor of the Western Roman Empire in 395 AD after the death of his father, Theodosius I, on January 17th. His older brother, Arcadius, was named Eastern Roman Emperor, making the split between the two divisions of the Roman Empire official. Roman general Stilicho, who worked for Theodosius I, was Honorius' regent for several years. His father made sure that the general would be around to guide the young ruler if he should die prematurely. In 398 AD, Stilicho had his daughter Maria marry Honorius, who was around 14 years old at the time. He was 13 and was his first cousin through his mother. The marriage lasted 9 years until her death on 407. The couple had no children. A year after Maria's death, Honorius would marry her sister, Thermetia, who would die in 415 AD, and the couple was childless as well. In 401 AD, Visigoth king Alaric and his barbarian warriors began sniffing around Italy, causing a great stir as other barbarian tribes as well began to overrun the long-established boundaries of the Roman Empire. The Western Empire's capital was moved from Rome to Ravenna in 408 AD, which was surrounded by marshes and large natural fortifications, which made for a strong defense against an enemy attack. Around this time, Stilicho, who had bravely protected the empire from barbarian attacks, especially from Alaric, fell out of favor with the emperor. His fate was sealed with the death of the Eastern Roman Emperor Arcadius in 408, along with his failure to deal with the rebellion in Britain, which saw the rise of another man calling himself the Emperor of the West. Constantine III, a regular foot soldier who soon grew powerful due to the backing of his fellow soldiers in Rome, Britain, and Gaul. To placate him, Honorius named him a co-emperor. His failure to protect the empire, with an overstretched and tired army, the rise of Constantine III, and the continuous threat of Alaric, the death of Arcadius, and rumors of him trying to make his son emperor of the East, cost Stilicho his life when he was executed on August 22, 408 AD, along with his son. Without Stilicho around, Alaric continued to harass and threaten Rome, threatening to sack the city in 408 and 409. He eventually did in 410 AD, when he and his warriors took everything from Rome that wasn't nailed down and pillaged the city for 3 days. In 409 AD, Constantine III's relationship with his own general, Herodias, fell apart, and he appointed his own emperor, Maximus. This pretender to the throne ruled the province of Hispania. Gerontius and Maximus's army constantly fought with Constantine III over Gaul, and by 411, Constantine and his co-emperor, Constans, were dead. Gerontius and Maximus were eventually chased out of Gaul by Honorius' general, Constantius. And the general who helped Honorius keep his crown during these tumultuous times was Constantius. He defeated all of the usurpers. In 417 AD, Honorius married off his sister Galla Placidia to Constantius, and eventually made him co-emperor in 421, but he would die after reigning for several months on September 2nd. Honorius pretty much kept to himself and would indulge in his hobbies like bird keeping instead of tending to domestic and foreign affairs. He stayed in Ravenna surrounded by his yes-men while his empire crumbled around him. Near the end of Honorius' reign in 423 AD, the west was overrun with barbarians, the Visigoths in Hispania, the Frankish tribes in Gaul, and the threat of the Huns coming from the east. Honorius would die on August 15, 423 AD, from edema at the age of 38. His death was kept a secret for several months because of the power vacuum it created, while his nephew, Eastern Roman Emperor Theodosius II, found a suitable replacement. On November 20th, John was crowned the new emperor of the Western Roman Empire by Honorius' former handlers. 2 years later, John will be replaced by Constantius III and Galla Placidia's son, Valentinian III, who had his work cut out for him.